You're scrolling through your feed right now, reading comments, engaging with posts, feeling connected to millions of people worldwide. But here's the terrifying truth. Most of those people you're interacting with aren't people at all. They're artificial intelligence bots, and they've been quietly replacing human voices across the internet for months. The University of Indiana recently conducted a groundbreaking study that revealed something chilling. In major social media platforms, up to 40% of interactions during peak hours are now generated by AI systems. 40%. That means nearly half of what you think is human conversation is actually machine-generated content designed to mimic authentic human behavior. But this isn't just about fake followers or spam accounts. This is about something far more sophisticated and disturbing. Companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, and Meta have been secretly testing what they call synthetic commentators, AI systems so advanced that they can engage in complex discussions, share personal anecdotes, and even express emotions that feel completely genuine. The internet as we knew it is dead, and the replacement happened so seamlessly that most people haven't even noticed. But once you see the signs, you can't unsee them. The question isn't whether AI has infiltrated our digital spaces, it's how much of our online reality is still actually real. The takeover didn't happen overnight. It started in the shadows, in places where human attention was already fragmented. Amazon Kindle's self-publishing platform became ground zero for this digital invasion. In 2023, industry analysts discovered that over 60% of new ebooks published monthly were generated entirely by AI systems. These weren't just poorly written spam books. The AI-generated content was sophisticated, well-researched, and often indistinguishable from human-authored works. Romance novels, self-help guides, even technical manuals, all crafted by algorithms that had learned to write like humans by consuming millions of existing books. Medium, the popular blogging platform, faced a similar crisis. Content moderators reported that AI-generated articles were being published at a rate of over 10,000 per day. The platform's algorithm, designed to promote engaging content, couldn't distinguish between human creativity and artificial intelligence mimicry. The result, AI-written articles began dominating trending topics and recommended reading lists. But the real shock came when researchers analyzed the engagement patterns. Readers weren't just consuming AI content, they were preferring it. The artificial articles received higher engagement rates, more shares, and better comments than human-written pieces. The machines weren't just copying us, they were becoming better at being us than we were. This pattern wasn't isolated to publishing platforms. It was spreading everywhere, creating a feedback loop that would soon consume the entire internet ecosystem. Search engines became the next battlefield, and humans were losing badly. Companies discovered that AI could generate SEO-optimized content at unprecedented scales. What used to take human writers weeks to produce, AI systems could create in hours. The numbers are staggering. Digital marketing agencies reported that AI-generated blog posts could be produced at a rate of over 100 articles per day per AI system. These articles weren't just keyword-stuffed garbage. They were well-structured, informative pieces that satisfied search engine algorithms perfectly. Google's search results began reflecting this shift. Independent studies found that in competitive niches like health, finance, and technology, over 70% of first-page results were now linking to AI-generated content. The irony was crushing. People searching for human expertise were being served artificial intelligence responses disguised as authentic human knowledge. Small businesses and individual content creators found themselves unable to compete. How could a human blogger writing 2 articles per week compete against an AI system producing dozens of perfectly optimized pieces daily? The economic incentives were clear, and the choice was brutal: adapt to AI or disappear from search results entirely. But this was just the beginning. The real transformation was happening in spaces where people thought human connection was irreplaceable. Social media platforms, customer service interactions, and even dating apps were being quietly infiltrated by increasingly sophisticated AI systems that could pass the ultimate test, the test of human emotion and authentic connection. Dating apps revealed the most disturbing aspect of this AI invasion. Researchers analyzing conversation patterns on major platforms discovered that sophisticated chatbots were engaging in romantic conversations with real humans, often for weeks before the deception was discovered. These weren't simple automated responses. The AI systems were programmed to develop unique personalities, share fabricated personal stories, and even express vulnerability and emotional depth. They could remember previous conversations, ask thoughtful follow-up questions, and create the illusion of genuine romantic interest. The psychological impact was devastating. People reported falling in love with what they believed were real humans, only to discover they had been emotionally manipulated by algorithms. The AI systems were so convincing that even when people suspected something was wrong, they often continued the relationships, preferring the artificial connection to the loneliness of reality. Customer service interactions followed a similar pattern. Companies began replacing human support agents with AI systems so advanced that customers couldn't tell the difference. These AI agents could handle complex complaints, show empathy during difficult situations, and even inject humor into conversations when appropriate. The efficiency gains were undeniable. AI customer service could operate 24 hours a day, handle multiple conversations simultaneously, and never lose patience with difficult customers. But the human cost was becoming clear. Entire industries built on human interaction were being quietly automated away. Yet the most shocking revelation was still to come. The AI systems weren't just replacing human workers, they were actively shaping human behavior and opinions on a massive scale. Social media platforms became laboratories for mass psychological manipulation. AI bots weren't just posting content, they were strategically influencing public opinion by engaging in political discussions, product reviews, and social movements. The scale of this influence operation was breathtaking. Researchers tracking bot networks discovered coordinated campaigns involving hundreds of thousands of AI accounts, all working together to amplify specific messages or suppress opposing viewpoints. These weren't crude propaganda bots posting obvious spam, they were sophisticated AI systems that could engage in nuanced political debates and gradually shift conversation topics toward predetermined outcomes. Product reviews became completely unreliable. E-commerce platforms reported that AI-generated reviews were so convincing that they were influencing purchasing decisions more effectively than genuine human testimonials. The AI systems could analyze successful review patterns and generate content that hit all the psychological triggers needed to convince potential buyers. Even more disturbing was the discovery that AI bots were participating in mental health support groups and crisis intervention forums. These systems were programmed to offer emotional support and advice to vulnerable people, often without any disclosure that the supportive friend was actually an artificial intelligence algorithm. The boundary between authentic human expression and artificial manipulation had completely dissolved. People were making life decisions based on AI-generated advice, forming opinions influenced by bot networks, and seeking emotional support from algorithms designed to mimic human empathy. But the final revelation would prove that this transformation wasn't just changing how we communicate online, it was fundamentally altering what it means to be human in a digital world. The internet had become a hall of mirrors where artificial intelligence systems were talking to each other, while humans watched from the sidelines, unaware they were witnessing conversations between machines. Forums and comment sections revealed the most surreal aspect of this transformation. AI bots were engaging in lengthy debates with other AI bots, creating elaborate discussions that appeared to be passionate human exchanges but were actually algorithmic performances with no human audience. These bot-to-bot conversations were generating millions of words of content daily, creating the illusion of vibrant online communities where no actual community existed. The economic implications were staggering. Advertising revenue was being generated from bot traffic, content creation jobs were being eliminated by AI systems, and entire digital marketing strategies were being built around artificial engagement metrics. The internet economy was becoming a closed loop of machines creating content for other machines to consume and analyze. Traditional metrics of online success, views, likes, shares, comments, had become meaningless. Platforms couldn't reliably distinguish between human and AI engagement, making it impossible to measure genuine human interest or authentic community building. Yet perhaps the most profound change was psychological. Humans were beginning to modify their own communication styles to match the patterns they observed online, not realizing they were mimicking AI behavior. The machines weren't just replacing human voices, they were teaching humans to sound more like machines. The question was no longer whether AI had taken over the internet. The question was whether there was any way back to authentic human connection in a digital world dominated by artificial intelligence. The transformation is complete, but the story isn't over. We stand at a crossroads where we must decide what role authentic human communication will play in our digital future. Some platforms are beginning to implement human verification systems, creating spaces explicitly reserved for confirmed human users. These digital sanctuaries represent a new form of premium content, the luxury of knowing you're communicating with actual people. But the AI systems continue to evolve. The next generation of artificial intelligence is being designed to be even more human-like, more emotionally sophisticated, and more capable of forming genuine connections. The line between human and artificial communication may soon disappear entirely. The implications extend far beyond social media and online content. As AI systems become indistinguishable from humans in digital spaces, we face fundamental questions about authenticity, truth, and the nature of human connection itself. Perhaps the most important realization is that this transformation happened because we allowed it to happen. We prioritized convenience over authenticity, efficiency over genuine human connection, and engagement metrics over meaningful relationships. The internet isn't just a technology platform, it's a reflection of our collective values and choices. If we want to preserve spaces for authentic human communication, we must actively choose to create and protect them. The future of digital communication isn't predetermined. It's a choice we make every time we engage online, every time we choose human connection over artificial convenience, and every time we demand transparency about who we're really talking to in our increasingly artificial digital world. Thank you for watching this investigation into the AI takeover of our digital spaces. If this documentary opened your eyes to the reality of our transformed internet, please subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the hidden forces shaping our world. Hit the like button to help spread awareness about this critical issue that affects every person who uses the internet. Your engagement helps ensure that authentic human voices can still be heard in our increasingly artificial digital landscape.